Arriana of A.C. of Light. Super excited to have you here today. This is going to be my first official yoga video, and so the intention for this class is for it to be something that you have with you at home in your toolbox that you can utilize in the mornings or in the evenings. And so we will be beginning on our mats in an easy seated posture. And as you're in your easy seated posture, I invite you to begin to relax, maybe by closing your eyes or lowering your shoulders and relaxing the jaw. And as we're in our opening posture, I invite you just to begin to get connected with your breath by taking inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale. Continuing to breathe on your own for the next few breaths. Taking one final exhale by yourself. And when you are ready, you can begin to bring gentle movement to the fingertips and the toes, waking up the body. And we can begin to softly open our eyes. Maybe offer a smile. Beautiful. We're just going to begin to gently warm up our body. So we'll start with our shoulder. You're invited to bring palms to your shoulders, and we'll just circle the elbows around forward for 3 breaths. And when you are done with your 3 breaths, circling the arms around for 3 breaths. Your arms can open or widen as large as you feel comfortable. We're just waking up our shoulder blades. And when you are ready, you can come to a pause. We can bring that right palm, bring it on top of our left ear. We'll tilt that right ear towards our right shoulder. Invitation to leave that left palm on that left shoulder, or maybe you place it down beside you. Holding here with your breath. Noticing any tension you may feel and breathing through that space. This should not be painful, but I definitely invite you with each breath to maybe dig a little deeper here. On your next exhale, returning back to center, we can bring the palm down and rotating on our other side. So bringing left ear to left shoulder, left palm to right ear. Eyes may close naturally, or maybe they remain open. Wherever you are, holding and breathing here. Taking one more breath here. On your next exhale, returning back to center, lowering that left palm. We can bring our fingertips together. We'll just roll the wrist forward, shaking out our wrist, and then roll the wrist back. Invitation to bring the fingertips together and pull them away from the body, stretching out the wrist and the fingertips. Maybe moving the pinkies and the thumbs closer together. And when you're ready, shifting those palms above the head, opening up the shoulder blades here. Gaze can follow shoulder blades, or maybe you keep your chin down towards chest. Wherever you are, holding and breathing here as we open up our upper back here. On your next breath, we'll lower the palms gently down, but this time we'll bring our left palm towards our right knee, right palm behind us, twisting into a gentle spinal twist here. Gaze can look over your shoulder. Holding here for 2 breaths. And when you're ready, rotating back to center, we can bring right palm over left arm, crossing over the arms here, holding for a moment, lowering the shoulders. Maybe chin goes towards sky for 2 breaths. On that next exhale, we'll leave that right palm over that left knee. We'll twist our body towards the left side, rotating the body, gaze looking over shoulders. Holding here for 3 breaths. Beautiful. On that final exhale, returning back to center, bringing right palm over that left arm. Holding here for a moment. And when you're ready, you can release. So we've warmed up our upper body. Now we're going to return to our mat. So invite you to come and bring your palms. You're going to bring them around that left leg, bringing palms to mat to allow for a base for you to be able to enter in tabletop position. So rotating the knees around onto your mat and allowing you to come onto your palms and your knees here in your tabletop posture. Knees and palms can be in alignment with each other. And when you are ready in your tabletop, ensuring your tabletop is sturdy, spine is upright, gaze can be forward. We'll take 3 cat-cows here, lowering the belly down towards our mat, bringing the chin up towards the sky on our inhale. Bringing the chin towards our chest, spine upright towards the ceiling on our exhale. Continuing that for 2 more times on your own, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Returning your tabletop to center. We'll bring our right foot. We're going to lift that right foot up, right from the mat. Invitation to extend that right leg out. Maybe you circle the ankles here. And when you're ready, we'll bend at that right knee and then bring it inside of our palms here. Coming into a little lunge. Maybe on your fingertips, you come on top of the fingertips, lifting up here. Gaze can be upright. When you're ready, invitation to bring the palms out in front of you, palms facing each other. Taking 1 more breath here. And on your next movement, we'll extend the palms above the head, gaze towards the ceiling here. You're welcome to stay here, or maybe you engage in a spinal bend, just a gentle bend here backwards, bringing palms behind head, holding here for 2 breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, returning back to center. It's okay if you felt that in your core. We can bring our palms to touch, lowering the palms to heart, holding here. Maybe bring palms out to mountain, remaining in your low lunge. And when you're ready, bringing palms back down to mat. We can return that right leg towards our left. You're invited to remain in tabletop Or if it feels good for you, you can take a child's pose, bringing knees apart on opposite ends of your mat, toes to touch, fingertips towards top of mat, holding here for 2 or 3 breaths. Forehead can rest towards the mat or on the mat. And when you are ready, we can return and meet back in tabletop, where we'll take that same sequence on the other side. So we'll start with 3 cat-cows on our own. Maybe this time you exaggerate your cat-cows, maybe incorporating the hips for additional movement. Maybe you pull the body forward on your cats and pulling the body back on your cows. Great job. On your final exhale, returning to center tabletop, we'll lift our left leg off of the mat and extending that left foot to reach behind us, circling that left foot and rotating that ankle. When you're ready, we can bring knee to chest on our left side and then shifting that left foot to meet in between the feet. Option to come onto the fingertips here in our low lunge. But once you're grounded and ready, palms can extend outside of the body, the palms facing one another. On your next breath, bringing palms above head. Taking one more breath here, maybe you hold here, maybe you extend into a gentle spinal bend here. Holding for 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, returning to center. We can bring palms to touch, palms across the face, stopping at the heart, holding here for a moment. And transitioning palms into mountain. Offering yourself a smile. When you're ready, circling palms back down towards the mat. We can lower that left foot to meet the right. Invitation to come into child's pose. Or, since we are coming to the close of our class, you're invited to come into Shavasana on your mat. With Shavasana being our closing posture. We'll remain here for the next minute or so, but I also invite you to remain in Shavasana as long as you need to. In Shavasana, our shoulders are away from our ears, we're relaxed, fingertips in a relaxing posture, maybe outside of the body or on the belly. Your eyes may close or gaze may just look at the ceiling. Wherever you are, I invite you to hold here and continue breathing. Coming back aware of my voice, I invite you to bring gentle tinkles and twinkles to the fingertips and the toes. Maybe bring palms above head to allow the body to engage in a full body stretch. When you're ready, maybe you transition onto your favorite side, stacking the knees and the palms. Taking a moment to inhale here and exhale. We can begin to gently use the palms, taking your time to help us rise onto our mats. Coming into a closing posture. Palms can reach outside of the body. And when you're ready, we'll lift the palms up towards the sky on our inhale. Bringing palms to touch on our exhale, we'll bring palms across the face, stopping at the heart. And we'll take a moment here to extend gratitude to ourselves for showing up on our mats today. And I extend gratitude to each of you for allowing me to guide you in your practice. Ashe. Thank you.